Banana fritters, but with a miso caramel. So I need something, I need a sweet treat today. Smashing it out in the gym. 2 tickets to the gun show today. Bananas. Really firm ones, not too ripe. No one wants a soft banana. You are recording this, aren't you? You're so mean. Sorry, children. Sorry, mum and dad. So today we're making banana fritters universally across Asia, India, Jamaica, Dominican Republic. Everyone's got their version of a banana fritter and it is delicious. It's very, very simple. You need very few ingredients, but just a little bit of patience and time to do them up fresh because you don't want a soggy banana. So the bananas that I normally have the banana fritters in Singapore in the hawker centres, normally like the smaller ones. Like I know in a lot of recipes they use plantain, but these are the bananas that I'm able to get hold of. All right, I'm just measuring out my mise en place. So I've got some really super cold sparkling water. There is loads of different recipes for this batter, but this one is I've tried and tested in the restaurant. Did it in a pop-up a few years ago, and it was just such a success. And my chef's made me a plantain version of a snack the other day, whilst it was a little quiet, and it just took me back to this recipe. So I'm just gonna make a really spicy batter by using 5 spice, my own blend, and some cinnamon. And then I'm gonna whisk in some of this water just to make a batter. Right, butter going in. Just a little bit of melted and cooled butter. There, lovely. You can experiment with this batter actually. You can use coconut milk instead of sparkling water. But this is basically like a very, very easy style light batter that I loved with the bananas. But of course it won't be an Auntie Liz video if I didn't do something slightly experimental with this dish. So I'm gonna make a miso caramel sauce to kind of dip the banana fritters in, which is gonna give that lovely salty umami flavor that's gonna contrast nicely with the sweet, crispy banana fritters. I can't wait. So I'm gonna show you how to make a caramel. Super easy, only 4 ingredients, including the miso. It's equal amounts of soft brown sugar, butter. This is probably the simplest way of making a caramel, just melting sugar and butter together. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of cream in there just to stabilize and bring it all together. Otherwise it can split. You can make caramel the very traditional way of heating up white sugar, but I love this way. Very, very simple, very quick, and very easy, like foolproof. It looks like a hot mess right now, but trust me, it'll come together. If you're heating up sugar the other route, don't whisk it, because that will crystallize. Anyone know what this is? Yep, that's miso 4-hour caramel. Cream's gonna go in. Don't let that caramel get too hot, otherwise, with the cream in, otherwise it'll just split and become a bit of a mess. Right. Oh, look at that. Runny, just how I wanted it, because I want it more of like a sauce or a dipping sauce rather than a hard caramel sauce. Lush. All right, bananas into the batter. Coat the banana in the batter. Oh, it smells so good. You've got a nice challenge of getting a good photograph of these. So a lot of chefs forget about this, or a lot of cooks forget about this. When you deep fry something, always season it while it's still hot, because then the salt or the sugar permeates into that crust and flavors it even more. Because sometimes, even if you put salt or sugar into the batter, it can kind of get lost when it's deep frying. So always give it that little extra kick as soon as it's come out of the oil. It's really important. Just taste your food. Does it need a little bit extra salt? Give it some. I'm gonna have to make some more because I know the kids are going to absolutely devour all of these as soon as they come back from school. So I'm gonna get a little extra on. I've just got another idea that'll be slightly experimental, but you're gonna have to watch to the end to find out what it is. But I know this is going to absolutely marriage so perfectly with this. I just can't wait to show you. So we've got our banana fritters made, and I said I'm gonna put something together, a little surprise. I made some pandan ice cream. Now hit me in the comments below if you want this recipe. Right, I made this 24 hours ago. This is a new machine, so I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're here all to have fun and experiment. Okay, I'm not happy with that because it's just turned it into sort of like this green, crumbly mess. Let's give it a respin. I'm pretty impressed with that. I think it's like a second spin's definitely helped, and I think that's a good consistency now for me to scoop for our banana fritters. So let's plate it up. Okay. I'm just gonna do this kid style because it's getting a little bit soft, and it's soft and hard, so it does not want to rocher. Okay, this looks like fucking shit. A little stressful, not gonna lie. The ice cream is like soft and hard, and it's not very even at all, so it's quite hard to scoop. There we go, it's a little bit better there, but not perfect. Let's finish with the banana, crispy bits, of course. Good old drizzling of this salted, well, this miso caramel. And a little bit of toasted sesame seeds on the top. Ice cream's melting, and I got one more surprise for you. Oh, and I can't get it's gonna be crispy chili oil, but I can't get it open. And I just want to get a tiny bit of this like crispy chili bit, and I'm just gonna put it on top. Call me a little bit wild, a little bit crazy. I just think this is gonna be a great combination because crispy chili oil and ice cream goes so well. So it's gonna pair with my pandan ice cream, which is now melting very, very quickly. There we have it.
Let's give it a taste anyway.
Look, this isn't a perfect plate. The ice cream's melting way too quickly, so maybe I should have put the plate into the freezer first, but it's been a bit of a hectic day. The main thing is, does it taste good? I'm sure it will. I'm super happy how these fritters have turned out. I mean, look at that. Super crunchy. Ah, and that banana is just soft and inside. Oh my God, that chili crisp gives it a real kick, as well as that savory miso caramel. It's still really sweet. That is literally a party in my mouth. Well, that ice cream tastes delicious. You've got a real pandan flavor. Really, really coconutty, which goes so nicely with this banana. Oh, and the chili's got a nice heat to it. That is actually really, really fun. I love being experimental in the kitchen. And sometimes there's absolute failures like this ice cream, but definitely give these banana fritters a go. They were really quick and easy, and they've still got their crunch, and they've been there for a little while. It's gonna be an absolute disaster to take a picture of. Right, well, some of that worked beautifully as I remember, and some of it was an absolute failure, but back to the drawing board with the ice cream. All the details will be on the blog on auntielizcooks.com, and give us a subscribe if you haven't already. That makes our day, and I'll see you guys next week.